Hello students, welcome to session on analysis of IBPS PO prelim examination conducted on 10th October slot 1. As you know, the prelim exam consists of total of 100 questions carrying 100 marks and total duration is 60 minutes. Each section is separately timed. Quantitative aptitude, we have 35 questions, 35 marks and 20 minutes. Reasoning ability, 35 questions, 35 marks, 20 minutes. English language, we have 30 questions, 30 marks, 20 minutes. So each section is separately timed. Now, when we look at this 10th October slot 1 paper, what is the first impression? The paper is overall can be classified as easy to moderate. There are no surprise elements, no new question types asked. It was on expected lines, right? So overall paper, if you see all three sections together, we can classify it as easy to moderate. Now, let us look at each section, analysis of each section separately, right? Now, let us start with quantitative aptitude. Let us look at topic-wise split given in the exam for this particular quantitative aptitude section. We have data interpretation, 12 questions. We have about 2 sets here, 12 questions. Wrong number series, 5 questions. Quadratic comparisons, 5 questions. Individual quant questions, we also call them as arithmetic questions. Those are questions from your equations, ratio, time, speed, distance, time and work, geometry, mensuration, probability, etc. We have about 13 questions. So total 35 questions. Each section is separately timed. So these 35 questions should be solved in 20 minutes. Now, let us look at data interpretation. So, data interpretation, as I told you, there were 2 sets, each set carrying 6 questions, the total 12 questions, and these can be classified as easy to moderate. So, there were 6 questions each on table and pie chart. Now, when you look at this table or pie chart, the data given in the tabular form or pie chart, the data is easy to read, understand, analyze, and comprehend. But whereas when you look at solving questions, the questions that followed table or tabular data are generally lengthy and calculation intensive. But the questions that followed pie chart were easy. But whereas when you look at the data representation that is given, it is easy to understand. If you have practiced your regular DA sets, if you have attended our workshops, I can say it is quite easy to understand and analyze the data. So what is important is looking at solving the questions. So data easy to comprehend. Questions on table were lengthy and calculation based. Now when you look at a table, we have 2 different years given and we have total number of students. We have 3 places A, B, C. We have each place we have total number of students and percentage of girls given for each of these 3 places. Like this, we have data given for 2 different years. So data is easy when you look at the table, but questions involved, like let us say 2005 data is given. In 2010, 2005, the ratio of number of girls is this much. Then what you call, can you find the number of boys in 2010? Or if there is a percentage increase, so much of percentage increase in number of boys from 99 to 2005, then what are the number of girls? So the questions involved a little bit of calculation and they were quite time consuming. Pie chart questions were easy to solve. When you look at your pie chart, a pie chart was given, sales of A, B, C, D, E were given here, A distribution. The total sales is given as 750 crore or 750 million and this distribution is given in percentages. So maybe apart from one question out of the 6 questions, one was like moderate level of difficulty, other 5 questions are like cakewalk. You can solve them very easily. Right students, let us look at individual quant questions. Those are also known as your arithmetic questions. Total we have 13. These are a combination of easy, moderate and difficult. Equations, percentages, profit loss, time and work, time, speed and distance, geometry, mensuration, so on and so forth. Now, the point is this particular slot, you have more of moderate level of questions and difficult questions were present more. You have about 2 to 3 easy questions and about 2 to 3 difficult questions and most of the questions were moderate in nature. Now students who are familiar with the concepts, those who have batted only the formula shortcuts could find this to be little difficult. But if your basics are clear, if your fundamentals are clear, if you have gone through all the basic fundamental concepts, I can say you can easily score about 7 marks to about 6 marks to 7 marks out of these 13 questions asked from these individual quant topics. So questions were present almost from almost all the topics. Generally, questions on percentages, profit loss, ages were generally easy, and you could find some tricky questions and some calculation intensive questions. You should be a little careful while solving those type of questions. Okay. Quantitative aptitude, the other two areas are series and quadratic comparisons. We have 5 wrong number series questions which are easy, quadratic comparison questions which are easy. This is a saving grace to the students. Now the students who have started with DI and individual who have not attempted this, then I am saying you have missed out on the most easiest part of your section. These two are easy, these two are scoring areas. You cannot afford to lose marks in these two sections. Quadratic equations was straightforward, simple and easy to factorize. Similarly, wrong number series was also on expected lines and was based on simple and similar concepts which were discussed in the workshop. So these are scoring areas, students. Then these are on expected lines. You cannot afford to lose marks in these two particular areas, quadratic comparisons and wrong number series. Now, overall summary of quantitative aptitude section, we can say overall section can be rated as easy to moderate, and within that stipulated time of 20 minutes, we can say 20 to 22 questions would be considered as good number of attempts. Anything more than that, yes, it's always welcome, but I am saying on a lower side, you can look at attempting at least 20 to 22 questions can be easily attempted in the given 20 minutes of time. So this is about your quantitative aptitude section, students. Let us look at reasoning ability. So let us look at the topic wise split of reasoning ability. We have symbols notations, also known as inequalities. We have 3 questions. Blood relations, we have 3 questions. Direction sense, we have 3 questions. Syllogisms or deductions, only a few model, we have 3 questions. Analytical puzzles, we have 20 questions, and miscellaneous, that is pair of letters, pair of digits, word formation kind of thing, we have about 3 questions. Total 35 questions, and 20 minutes is the section wise time limit. So these 35 questions should be attempted in 20 minutes. Let us look at symbols notations questions or inequalities questions. We have total 3 questions from symbols notations. Difficulty level of these questions are very easy questions. They are a standard format question. These questions were asked in recent bank exams in the last 2 to 3 years. No new question type asked. More than one statement was present here, but questions were easy. A greater than or equal to B, B less than C. Then we'll give one more statement, C greater than D less than or equal to E. Like that we have 2 statements, more than one statement present. So I'm saying that these questions are easy and are of a standard pattern which was present in your previous IBPS and SBI exams. Then blood relations, there were 3 questions. These are easy to solve. Here, it's a standard question type. We have given about 8 persons. We need to establish the relationship among all the 8 persons given in the particular, particular puzzle, right? So here, questions are something like this. P is niece of R, A has 3 children, so on and so forth. So it's a standard information given. You have to get the relationship between all the persons given there. This is also a standard question type present in bank exams in the last few years. So these questions are considered to be easy and cakewalk. And friends, all these question types, again I am repeating, we have discussed in our workshops conducted before the examination. Syllogisms, we are also known as deductions. We have 3 questions. These can be classified as moderate because of that only a few question type. It is slightly time consuming. It demands little amount of time from your side. So we are classifying this as moderate level of difficulty. Out of 3 questions, 2 questions were based on only a few type, and 1 question was your regular syllogism question. Right? So let us look at question types. 2 questions, only a few model, 3 statements followed by 2 conclusions. 1 question, there were 4 statements followed by 2 conclusions. One of the conclusions you can see can never be. Some A's can never be B's. These are all standard question types which you have already discussed in your classrooms, in your workshops, right? So, but because of that only a few modal and can never be kind of conclusions present, we can classify this demands little more time, and this can be, particularly syllogisms, can become what you call classified as moderate level of difficulty. Then direction sense, you have three questions. We can classify this as moderate level of difficulty. If you look at the question types, we can say multiple points were given. It is something like this: A is 5 meters to the east of B, which means B is 7 meters to the north of C. Then C is to the 6 meters to east of D. Like that, we have multiple points. Plotting is given, so it demands little more time to solve, but it is also a standard question types which was appeared in last few years in your bank exams, IBPS and SBI exam students. So this can be classified as moderate level of difficulty. Now the most important area, almost about 50-60% of the questions any given time are always based on your 50 to 60% are based on your puzzles. So this is the breakup of puzzles. You can see linear arrangement. We have 8 persons, 4 persons facing north, 4 persons facing now south. We have 5 questions. This can be classified as easy. Why we are saying this as easy is this 4 persons facing north and 4 persons facing south is directly given in the data itself. Generally, if it is not given, then you have to make an arrangement, then you have to see how many are facing north, how many are facing south. Then we would have called it as a moderate level of difficulty. But clearly, out of 8 persons, 4 are facing north and 4 are facing south, 2-row arrangement, it is easy to solve, students. Then box arrangement is on expected lines. There were 9 boxes, there were conditions given, you need to arrange them. Right, there were 5 questions here, and these are a standard format appeared in the bank exams in the last few years. So these also can be classified as easy. And one more thing, when you look at this linear arrangement or box arrangement questions, if you read the given what you call clues in order, you will be able to answer the questions easily. So for every, maybe you take your box arrangement, you have 2 possibilities. But when you read about 50% of the clues, one of the possibilities gets eliminated and there is only one possibility left over. From where you can easily arrange the rest of the boxes. So we are classifying this as easy one. And one more point which needs your attention is almost all puzzles here, we had questions on analogy and odd man out. Which of the following is not similar to this? Which of the following has a similar relationship to the given thing? So we can all, out of those, let us say 5 questions, 3 questions are based on the arrangement. Maybe in one of the puzzles we have 2 questions, one on analogy and one on odd man out, and other questions 4 are based on, maybe other puzzles you have 4 questions based on arrangement, 1 question based on odd man out. Keep this point also in mind. Then we have circular arrangement with QBR, quant based reasoning. We have 6 persons circular arrangement, all facing inside. 6 persons all facing inside, right? Then we have their ages given, not ages of all 6 persons. Let's say A, B, C, D, E, F further. We have ages given about 3 to 4 people. This similar type was asked in your IBPS PO prelim exam 2019 prelim exam. Because of this ages not given, what you call only half of the people are given, half not given, we can classify this as moderate level of difficulty. You can also find one question with if condition. Now, if the sum of the ages of A and C is this much, sum of the ages of B and D is this much, and sum of the ages of all these people, all 6 people is this much, then find the sum of ages of other 2 people. So, with some if condition questions are given, that makes that particular question or that particular thing or quant based reasoning makes this set moderate, can be classified, that makes this set little more difficult when compared to your linear arrangement and box arrangement. So we classify this particular circular arrangement set as moderate level of difficulty. Then we have floor arrangement plus distribution. Generally, you find floor plus distribution combination of questions in your main exam. Here we have, there what happens in main exam, we have 8 persons, 8 colors, 4 floors and so on and so forth. But here what happened is we have 6 persons, they like 6 different colors, and we have 3 floors and 2 flats arrangement. So this, because of this distribution, this can also be classified as moderate. We can find 5 questions from floor arrangement plus distribution. So you have total 20 questions from your analytical puzzles, where these 2 are straightforward questions. and remaining puzzles also, particularly when you look at your circular arrangement also, you have to read the clues in order. The only thing which makes the circular arrangement difficult is you will get two possibilities. That one of the possibilities will get eliminated when you read last but one clue. But when you look at linear or circular or linear or box arrangement, when you read almost about 40%, 50%, half of the clues, you are able to find your final arrangement. But in circular arrangement, you are getting the two possibility case till last but one clue. When you read that last but one clue, then one of those possibilities is ruled out, then you are able to make your final arrangement. This also makes your circular arrangement little more difficult compared to your linear arrangement and box arrangement. So floor arrangement, as it was combined with distribution, we are saying it is quite time consuming and can be classified as moderate level of difficulty. Now overall, the reasoning section can be classified as easy to moderate. Now before you start solving the puzzles, we might have told you many times that you need to follow the order. One, you should have identified questions, easy questions like symbols notations, blood relations. Then we have questions on direction sense. We have questions on deductions. Then we have questions on miscellaneous, that is arrangement, letter arrangement, pair of letters and word formation kind of thing. If you have solved those questions, then you should have attempted finally your puzzle section. In puzzles also, you should have attempted linear arrangement, box arrangement. Then you could have tried the other two. So overall, the reasoning section can be classified as easy to moderate. 24 to 26 questions would be considered as good number of attempts within the stipulated time of 20 minutes. Right students, let us look at the analysis of English language. So this is the topic wise split of your English section. No surprise elements, no new question types. It was unexpected lines, and it is a slightly disappointment for the students who are expecting more of vocab questions. But if you see here, you have more of grammar questions in this particular slot, right? So those who are expecting more vocab questions would have been slightly disappointed because you don't find much vocab based questions in this particular slot. So we have reading comprehension, 8 questions. Close test, we can say it's based on vocab, about 7 questions. The remaining 3 can be classified as grammar questions. It may be your sentence rearrangement, we have 5 questions. Phrase replacement, 5 questions. Error identification, 5 questions. This is general comprehension, reading comprehension, and close test, where a paragraph will be given with blanks in between. It is based on your vocabulary. So you find only one question type which is based on vocab, maybe 1 or 2 questions asked in reading comprehension also, which are based on synonyms, right? But otherwise, dominating, if you look at the paper, the maximum number of questions were asked from your grammar area, right? If you have prepared your grammar, see, the point is like grammar is one thing where once you practice, it will be like a cakewalk for you, right? So those who focused on grammar rules, practiced grammar question types, could have found this paper to be much easier when compared to the other students, right? So section wise time limit 20 minutes, 30 questions to be solved in 20 minutes. Okay, let us look at the analysis or the details of your reading comprehension. Reading comprehension, you have 8 questions. Difficulty level is moderate. The reason for giving you moderate level of difficulty is the passage is little difficult to comprehend, little difficult to understand. The words, the terms or terminology that are given in the passage made student felt the passage to be moderate. Now, the topic of the passage is artificial intelligence. So, mobile applications and human emotions. This particular article talks about the mobile applications and about the human emotions, right? It was of conventional type, but out of 8 questions, 5 questions were based on passage and 3 were based on vocab. That means there were 2 vocab based questions, 1 fill in the blank questions. Now students, I am saying this is a new norm in your reading comprehension. It's a new normal, right? Now, maybe last year you see, maybe mid 2018 onwards, we are having these kind of question types asked in your English reading comprehension. Maybe all questions may not be from passage, Out of 8, 5 are from passage, 2 are from vocab based question, that is synonym questions, and 1 was based on fill in the blank. Maybe if you see October 3rd slot also, we had one question on sentence replacement also. That sentence replacement was missed out in this particular, not given in this particular slot, but this has become a new normal. So all questions may not be on RC. Few will be from few questions are based on synonyms, maybe on fill in the blanks, maybe on sentence replacement, and rest of the questions are based on passage. So reading comprehension, overall 8 questions, and can be classified as moderate level of difficulty because of the passage. But the length of the passage is manageable, is acceptable. It's not lengthy. It is in the given if you look at last 2-3 years papers, it was on similar lines, right? So length of the passage was acceptable. But the terms, the terminology that is used, it made little difficult for the students to comprehend the passage. But the students who are reading, are focusing on reading continuously, the tricks and tips given by us in the workshop could have found this to be an easy thing to attempt in the examination. Then we have closed test, a passage given followed by 7 questions, 7 blanks in between. This can be classified as easy to moderate. Out of 7 questions, I can say 4 questions are easy and 3 questions can be classified as moderate. This is a traditional question type present in the exam. So closed test, a passage with 7 blanks were given, which was a normal thing which appears in your IBPS and SBI exams. This is actually a scoring area in the examination. The students who are practicing closed tests, I am saying this closed test, this particular questions, you are not supposed to miss out in your examination. So traditional model. The remaining 3 questions where we have discussed that they were moderate level of difficulty, the options were very close. That means if you want to select one word from the given 5 options, the options are very close. It is like tie between 2 of the choices. It is very difficult to choose one from those 2. So that made those 3 questions little moderate, but otherwise the remaining 4 questions were found to be on expected lines and easy. So then we have grammar question types. Error identification, we have 5 questions. Phrase replacement, we have 5 questions. Both are classified as easy. This is a saving grace for the student in the examination. The students who have practiced the traditional models, the age-old models which were asked in previous bank exams, were asked in this exam also, in this particular slot also. So error identification, phrase replacement, the usual models were present. So what are those usual models? Is if you look at error identification, a sentence was split into 4 parts. The 5th part says no error. So you have to identify one part which contains an error. So what about the usual model of phrase replacement? A part of the sentence is given in bold. You have to replace that part from the given options. These are standard grammar question types present in bank exams from the last decade. So the students who are practicing grammar could have found these 2 questions easy to solve and scoring areas in your examination. Then we have sentence rearrangement. About 5 questions, but this time the questions are not easy. These are moderate level of difficult questions because of very close options given, and it has made student to feel the entire set of sentence rearrangement questions to be moderate level of difficulty. But when you look at last 3rd October slot 1 also, we had similar type of question present. What is this? A statement has been divided into 5 segments A, B, C, D, E. Rearrange all the segments to form a coherent statement. That means you have to form a meaningful, grammatically correct and meaningful sentence you need to form. So when you look at 3rd October slot 1, these question types were asked, sentence rearrangement, grammar question types. There the question types were easy to solve. But compared to 3rd October slot 1, I can say the questions asked in this particular slot and 10th October slot 1 were moderate, not that easy compared to last year, and were moderate level of difficulty. Right? So these are grammar question types appeared in your English language section. Now let us look at summary of English language section. Overall we can classify it as easy to moderate, and 23 to 24 would have been considered as good number of attempts. Now once again students, we are telling you we have conducted workshops for IBPS PO prelim examination, right? If you have attended those quant, reasoning and English workshop, we have covered almost all these question types in our workshop that if you attended those workshops, it would have been helped you to solve this paper very easily. It would have been a cakewalk for you to solve these kind of question types if you attended a workshop. Also, we have separate Time for Education channel on YouTube, Time for Bank Exams channel. You please subscribe to that. We have also uploaded a session and puzzles. Apart from that, we have uploaded the basic puzzle sessions also, subject videos also. So we have uploaded tips to crack puzzles also, a separate session on puzzles. Those who have attended those sessions are watching, you can also still watch those sessions, are uploaded on YouTube. I can say all the puzzles we have discussed, our symbols rotations, our direction change, our deductions, we are, it's like a cakewalk for you. It's like easy to solve, easy to understand question type, students. Right, let us look at the final impressions. Overall, the paper can be classified as easy to moderate. It was an expected lines, no new question types, no difficult, maybe called what you called, no what you called surprise elements are in the examination. Then good number of attempts. Overall paper, if you can look at, I can say somewhere between 67 to 72 were considered as good number of attempts. Right, students, we'll stop here. I think this will give you a broad idea about how the paper was in slot 1 of 10th October. So thank you so much, students. Please subscribe to our channel for getting latest updates from us. Thank you so much.